Today, I am very excited. We have a competition between Mr. Worm and Miss Mouse. They are our champions. Let's start. First game, both animals have to pass through a small tube to reach their meal. Go, Mr. Worm. Go, Miss Mouse. And the result is Mr. Worm won this round. Mr. Worm moved through the small tube because it doesn't have bones, so it can bend its body while Miss Mouse can't. It has bones that cannot be bent. Second game. Both animals have to escape a cheese trap in 5 seconds. Go, Miss Mouse. Go, Mr. Worm. Whoa, no comparison. Miss Mouse learned how to avoid the trap, but Mr. Worm couldn't. Have you ever thought which is easier to hold, a worm or a mouse? Can a worm do what a mouse can do? Let's find out in our next episode the answers to these questions and even more. See you there! Hello, my friends. Let's welcome Yasmina together. Yasmina, what is confusing you?
I know that my snail is an animal, but does my snail have bones or does not have bones?
Any animal that has bones is a vertebrate. It is so hard to smash an animal that has bones. A snail does not have bones. Well, you can easily smash it, but of course don't.
Since my snail doesn't have bones, then it is not a vertebrate.
Right, it is not a vertebrate. It is an invertebrate. Same as for ants, spiders, jellyfish, worms, octopus, starfish, and lots other. This means they can bend their bodies and their bodies are easily smashed.
I am so worried that I can't protect my snail if it does not have bones.
It can protect itself by going into its shell like crabs and clams. Some invertebrates have an outside shield,
but the snail's shell cannot protect it from traps. I was so upset yesterday. My snail was about to get trapped. Since that time, I've been trying to teach it to avoid traps.
I don't think it worked with you. Invertebrates cannot learn anything. Let's try something, Yasmina. Here is your snail, and there is a puppy. Which animal do you think will run after the ball to catch it?
What? Why?
A puppy is smarter than a snail. It can notice that a ball was thrown. The snail cannot. What do you think a cat and an ant would do if they are crossing a highway? Of course, the cat will avoid danger, but the ant won't because it is an invertebrate. It will cross the road and might get smashed by a car.
Well, thank God we have many ants in our garden. Once I tried to count the ants in the garden, but there were many.
Oh yes, you cannot count invertebrates, Yasmina. There are many. However, vertebrates are less in number. They have bones and are larger in size. They need more space. How many cats can you find in a hole in the garden? You can barely find one. How many ants can you find there? Well, 10, 100? I think you know now that vertebrates and invertebrates are different. Will you still use a daisy to decide if an animal is a vertebrate or invertebrate?
I am thinking that maybe I need to have a puppy as a pet. At least a puppy can protect itself. I will go tell my parents what I discovered today. Bye-bye.
Bye, Yasmina. Have you ever tried to count the ants in your garden like Yasmina did? Don't do that. It is impossible. Goodbye. See you later.
لمشاهدة المزيد من الحلقات زوروا سات 7 بلس.